Hello everyone and welcome back to Mechabellum. The game just launched into early access, the best auto battler out there, the absolutely addictive auto battler that completely dominates the German internet and sadly somehow is still not that well known in the English part of the world. Is now in early access and it is pretty cheap, only 15 bucks and at the moment even 12 bucks at the beginning of the early access phase. It has now a level system as well, which you can use for later unlocking unit abilities. And they are blocked at the moment. Each level you can get one more. And UI got overhauled, and it has now 1v1 and 2v2 matchmaker. And what we're gonna do is just jump into multiplayer here. Yeah, you can now search games with a teammate. And here we go. We are up against Basic. And yeah, let's just have a game. For everybody who doesn't know it, it's the best match auto battler out there, uh, based on the classic auto battlers like the Warcraft 3 mods and the Starcraft 2 mods, like Desert Strike and so on. It's 1v1, and it's over played over a couple of phases, with each phase at the end of each phase you dealing the damage to the enemy or them dealing damage to you based on how many units they have left. At the beginning you start with grabbing some units that you start with, and we are going to start with the Sniper Mustang combo. And the special ability of our specialist here, we gain 100 extra income, but all of our units are weaker. Have 15% less attack, 15% less hit points. So yeah, we can't spam more units out there. And as you can see, UI in-game completely overhauled as well since the earlier stage of the demo and since our last couple of videos. We have enemy with Arclight, that's a good anti-mass unit, and Steel Bolts, which are pretty good against bigger targets, but they are all relatively weak against snipers. And we could use, I believe sledgehammers are not too bad here either. Just gonna start with more snipers though. Could use the hacker as well. Hacker got a bit overworked as well, but for now we're gonna just go in with more snipers. Gonna position our Mustangs a bit further back. Recommended formations, yeah, they're all decent. Actually, I like this one. Yeah, this actually looks good. And then we're gonna go into the action. Enemy is ready as well. Okay, they went for some crawlers. So that means sledgehammers will be even better. So yeah, sledgehammers will be our unit of choice this matchup. They got rid of the enemy Arclights, but crawlers are no problem. And yeah, the enemy beats us. We can afford 2 sledgehammers now. Increases hit points of Mustangs, but reduces range. Could be decent-ish as well. Increases cost of steel bolts is an interesting one. Go for the striker upgrade though, but we can potentially flank the enemy easier. None of this is... I think we're gonna go for one missile over here. Gonna press start. Yeah. More steel bolts, as the enemy most likely went for cheaper steel bolts. Yes. Same time. That was a good hit. Yes. One. Buddy. Enemy has nothing that shoots up yet. That is something that we could exploit later on. The steel bolts destroying our turret. These turrets reducing our damage output and our also reducing our hit points. So makes our units take more damage. That's why these turrets here on each side are super important to take out. But we're gonna win this now, I believe. Still have a sniper. We still have a marksman here. We still have some sledgehammers. So yeah, gonna win this one. But a lot of enemy units leveled up there. Incendiary bomb. Sounds good. Here. Enemy down. That missile over here was really well placed. We're gonna do that again. And then I'm gonna unlock the overlords. We're not gonna place any this turn though. Gonna save that up for next turn. Gonna go with another sledgehammer card. I might wanna use get rid of fire on them would be nice maybe. Yeah, the enemy level up here is annoying. Okay, double barrier, but in a space where it's not too important. And still no AA. Falling apart into more crawlers. All of this not a problem with double overlord next turn. Fire isn't there. Sledgehammer's getting annihilated is a bit frustrating. Fire burning away the enemy here, that's good. They're beating us on the right side though. Them falling apart into crawlers. Kind of a problem as well. But an air transition should take the enemy out. And that's the cool part about this game, that it is really always thinking about the next move, always thinking about how you can in the long run beat the enemy composition, have the right formation, and have the right composition that works together, considering the upgrades of your units. It's really a fantastic little game. Yes, we will now even get... Oh, we have 1500, right? Damage of the unit is increased by an insane rate. Oh, this is good. But so is Sticky Bomb. Right now. Yeah, no, we go with Sticky Bomb because we also have units that can level up right now, and we want to level those up. As level ups are super important, especially the first one, as for half the price of the unit, you add double the stats. And like you add one base stat for each level up to the unit, so these snipers now deal double the damage. And that is pretty important. Plus, sticky bombs in the long run, together with incendiary bombs, can create really long lanes of fire. Okay, enemy went for another ground-based unit. That is fantastic news for us, as we now have 2 flyers that also can be upgraded even extra against ground units. Okay, let's hit the enemy here. Yeah, we don't have to worry about anything. Like, we will at least deal 800 damage. Oh, if we're lucky, we also have some units remaining at the end after the on the ground, but I feel like everything on our ground will be wiped out. But you deal the damage based on your unit's hit points. Currently, at the end of each battle, not that many units were remaining. Not hit points, but the cost. And as each of these overlords cost 400, we will deal 800 damage, because at the moment enemy has no AA. And they're a bit late now on the AA race, because they don't have any units that really can be upgraded for good AA as well. As yes, the fortress has an upgrade for anti-air rocket launchers, but it doesn't give them that great of an AA battery. Whilst our overlords can deal great anti-ground damage. First one of them already nearly leveled up here. Second one still has to do a bit more damage, but gets pretty close there now as well. But actually, yeah, both of them will level up next turn as well. So we have 2 high-level flyers, while the enemy has low-level ground units. Oh. Giant Hunter is the one for the long run. I believe we're gonna go into some wasps here. So we have some upgrades there as well. Keeping the enemy busy from the side too. Also trying to keep our ground units somewhat competitive. So we're gonna use the upgrades here. Okay, Mustangs is anti-air. Oh, 3 Mustangs. No, 2 Mustangs. 1 on each flank. Okay, that's unfortunate. Our wasps get countered like that immediately. Yeah, it would have at least put it into the middle. Big different. Okay. Fortress is going really high level here. Double shot. Anti-air upgrade there. Yeah, a bit unfortunate. It's not doing insane amount of damage to our overlords. Ground units actually doing decent damage against the enemy ground units right now. I fear it will still not be enough this turn though. Get him. That issue with the ground units was pretty, with the air units that they line countered them like that, was pretty rough. They also go for Giant Hunter? No. Okay. These units better firepower. Snipers double shot. They deal more damage. Could invest into some overlords of batteries. Have the arc lights as something that can deal good damage to ground units. Jump drive doesn't really help us. We can't really get anything either. Upgrade the Mustangs. I'm gonna go in with more hit points for my stuff. The marksman really necessary now against all the small stuff. All the big stuff of the enemies. So we need them on double shot so that they deal more damage. Yeah, we don't deal much damage against the Mustangs, that's the problem. There's snipers doing decent damage there. They'll take out fortress relatively soon, hopefully. Not really. That's a massive, massive problem. As we will take pretty big damage this turn then. And yeah, we need something for these ships now. We will need the ship artillery. Sledgehammer range, but decreasing hit points, that's not great. Parasitic ammo. Something that we could use here. And we will create a Burning Inferno. Over here. Of the enemy. And ship artillery as anti-ground weapon. Using a shield generator on this flank, as we have our first level 3 guy over here as well. And then that hopefully works. Ship artillery really good against ground targets, especially against tankier ground targets. As it deals 12,000 damage per hit every 3 seconds. And that one-shots something like these guys. Nearly kills these, as they have 15,000 per unit. And like deals good damage against the fortresses as well. Bit overkill against the Mustangs. But yeah, as the enemy is ground only, having ship artillery is a super worthwhile thing. Enemy also goes into rapid supply, which gives them 200 extra points right now, but costs them in the long run. Makes their economy worse, as they will pay 300 for it next turn. And here we go, Absolute Inferno. That is fantastic news. That will kill their Mustangs here as well. So this turn around we should absolutely win. This round. We also have the right damage now. Ship artillery really coming in there. We lose one Overlord, but that's still 4 of ours. Lost a lot of ground units. We will do above 2,000 damage. I fear it's not quite enough. Yeah. So we will need to win this round here as well. For that, we will need Photon Emission. We'll need upgrades. We will go for the extra 200 now as well. As we will also use a nuclear bomb on this side of the battlefield. Let's try to shield ourselves against nuclear bombs. Our shield on the left side did survive. That was great. Yeah, that was a great victory last turn. Need more ships, and then we can go for the attack upgrade here as well. And for an upgrade on our Mustangs. And here, this is going to be it. Enemy, yeah, uses a nuclear bomb as well. Okay. We have a couple more extra ships around. Yeah, our Mustangs on the side's a bit wasted. Okay, the nuke will land, but so will theirs. Both sides wiping out quite a lot of each other's units there. Our shield over here holding out nicely so far, but our ship's going to die there. We get the last enemy big guy. Our turret will fall though, but I believe we have this, as the enemy still has to come over here. Whilst not immediately killing all of our stuff, and we still have 2 of these big ships. But they only have 1 card of level 3 Mustangs, which is somewhat scary. But yeah, our units recovered now from this weakness, and I believe we got him here now. And this is the game. This is victory. And a pretty close one. But in the end, enemy only going ground and going AA a bit too late, and then only with Mustangs, was something that we could punish. And that's the cool part about the game. It's a lot about thinking, a lot about positioning. You don't have to click around a lot. You can take decent time between turns and so on. So it is something for tacticians for sure as well. And I absolutely adore that. Really loved the demo, and it's just getting better and better. So, and it's cheap. It's only 15 bucks. It's not a super expensive game. So check it out on Steam. It just launched into early access, and hope to see you in the letter. And I hope to see you in the next one. We're gonna have some tutorial videos and guides for this game coming up over the next couple of weeks as well. So keep your eye open for that, and see you next time. Bye bye. as I just leveled up. Nice.